Have you ever said something in anger, and the moment the words left your mouth, you instantly regretted it? Maybe it was during an argument. Maybe someone pushed your buttons one too many times. Maybe it was just a stressful day, and the smallest thing set you off, and suddenly you're not in control anymore. Your voice gets louder. Your heart starts racing. Your thoughts become sharp and impulsive. And afterward, you sit there thinking, why did I react like that? The truth is, anger itself isn't the problem. The real problem is when anger starts controlling you instead of the other way around. First, let's be clear about something. Anger is a normal human emotion. Everyone feels it. When someone disrespects you, when life feels unfair, when stress keeps building up day after day, your brain reacts. But here's the important part most people never learn. Anger isn't just emotional, it's biological. When something triggers you, your brain activates what's called the fight or flight response. Your heart rate increases, your breathing becomes faster, your brain prepares to react quickly. In that moment, logic takes a back seat. Emotion takes the wheel, which is why people often say things they don't mean or make decisions they regret. But the good news is, there are simple ways to interrupt this process. Anger rarely explodes out of nowhere. Usually there are warning signs first. Your jaw tightens, your shoulders tense, your thoughts start racing. Maybe you notice yourself thinking things like, this is so unfair. They always do this. I'm done with this. Those are signals. Your brain is telling you that your emotional temperature is rising. Most people ignore these signs until it's too late. But the moment you notice them, you gain something powerful. You gain a pause. And that pause gives you a choice: react or respond. Here's one of the simplest anger control techniques you can use, and it sounds almost too simple. Pause your reaction, not forever, just for a few seconds. Take one slow breath, then another. This does something incredible to your nervous system. Slow breathing tells your brain, you're safe, you don't need to fight. Your heart rate slows down, your thinking becomes clearer, and suddenly the situation doesn't feel as explosive. Think of it like hitting a mental reset button. It won't solve the problem instantly, but it stops anger from taking control. Here's something interesting about anger. Most of it comes from the story we tell ourselves. For example, your friend cancels plans. Your brain might say, they don't respect my time. Now anger starts building. But what if the story was different? Maybe something unexpected happened. The situation is the same, but the emotional reaction changes. This doesn't mean ignoring real problems. It just means giving your brain more than one explanation. And when you do that, anger loses its grip. Anger is powerful energy. If you bottle it up completely, it doesn't disappear. It builds pressure. That's why people eventually explode over small things. So instead of suppressing anger, release it safely. Go for a walk. Exercise. Write down what you're feeling. Even talking to someone you trust can help. These small actions allow the emotion to move through you, instead of staying trapped inside. Here's something many people realize later in life. Anger often hides deeper emotions. Stress, frustration, feeling unheard, feeling overwhelmed. Sometimes we're not angry about one moment. We're angry about everything that's been building up. That's why learning to manage stress, rest, and your mental health is so important. Because the calmer your mind is overall, the less control anger has over you. So if you want to control your anger before it controls you, remember these simple steps. First, notice the warning signs early. Second, pause and take a slow breath. Third, question the story your mind is telling. And fourth, release the emotion in a healthy way. Anger isn't your enemy. It's just a signal that something needs attention. But the real power comes from how you respond to it. So next time you feel anger rising, pause, take a breath. And remember, you're stronger than your reaction. Start practicing this today. Just one small pause at a time. And over time, you'll notice something incredible. You won't just control your anger, you'll control your peace. Let's keep improving together.